Good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, September the 3rd, presented by Mercury. Time for us to check on in with Tom Mott, Lee Pitts, and Josh Herron to talk Guntersville, Weiss Lake, Neely Henry, and, of course, Logan Martin and Lay Lake with Josh Herron. We will be right back with what the guys have to say. Good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, September the 3rd, presented by Mercury. Time for us to connect with our good friend Lee Pitts, who's up there guiding on Weiss Lake right now for some big old slab crappie. And he just showed us one, so I know he knows how to catch one. Anyway, Lee, what's happening up there on Weiss Lake?
It's getting that time of year that we're starting to kind of see some fish showing up on these brush piles out here deeper. The water temperature needs to cool down. It's still real hot, but it's that fall time. We're fixing to kick it off, getting things going.
All right, so it's fall time up there. The crappie are starting to move. The bass starting to move with them?
Yeah, they're starting to. The thing, like I said, most of this week, everybody I've talked to, the bass are kind of leaving some of these deeper areas. I tried to fish last week for them deep, and everything I caught was in that 2 to 4 foot. So I think the bass are leaving some of the deeper stuff. I think there's a better oxygen content in that shallower water. Once again, still got some fish in the grass beds. The boat docks seem to be the key here on Weiss right now. Even the spots, a lot of the guys that tried to fish for those 6, 8, 10 foot gravel points and some of that, these spots have left it. It's a shallow bite right now. They're just better oxygen shallow, and these fish are moving in that 3, 4, 5 foot of water and just getting on whatever cover they can set on right now.
What are you wanting to throw for them?
Once again, a shaky head. Had a little bit of a jig bite this week. I had to downsize. I'm going with a little smaller compact jig, just something that you can kind of pitch in there, and also a little creature bait. Just flipping something real subtle. They don't want something big, something that's going to beat and, make a lot of racket in there and have a lot of action to it. Just a real slow, subtle bite, and just stay in there with it and just keep something in the cover.
So what are you hearing out of Neely Henry? What's going on down there? I've been seeing a few little flip fish coming through, but what are you hearing?
Yeah, Neely's doing a little better right now. Talking with some guys too that's saying they're having a little bit of a topwater bite early in the morning, getting up on these sea walls, getting around some of the shallower flats and catching some fish on top. But then once again, just like the Weiss and the Coosa chain, after that you got to go to some of these shady docks, getting around some of the laydowns. I think downriver, some of the wood cover that's laying out off the bank, the tips of these laydowns are holding some fish. Little bit of a square bill, but the biggest thing is slowing down with some plastics.
Well, Lee, as always, man, we appreciate everything, and we will talk to you again next week.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. See you later.
Well, good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, September the 3rd, presented by Mercury. Hey, it's time for us to connect with Tom Mott to talk Guntersville. I know we're coming close to that American Baitworks tournament up there, and I think that things are starting to shake loose a little bit for those guys. What are you seeing up there, Tom?
Man, Dano, last week was just, we had some really good times out there. We caught a lot of fish, and we caught a lot of big fish. Jen and I put about a 19-pound bag, in the boat one day, and just a lot of fish are being caught. But, it was situational. We had a lot of water coming down the river. Tremendous amount of floating grass, which can be quite frustrating. But, you work around those kind of things. But, the current really helped a lot. We were able to catch fish out on the ledges. We caught fish, up on the grass lines. And that seemed to be where we were catching our better fish, was following large schools of bait. We were fishing just offshore kind of points, humps, things like that. They were holding just big wads of bait and a lot of fish under them. We had one day with 12 fish and no keepers, and then finished the day with 27 fish. And I think we had 9 keepers out of all that. So it was a fun day. We had some nice big fish. Best baits right now, anything that's shad imitating. It's small fry right now. So I'm still connecting a lot on that Willa vibe, just a regular chatterbait, a small swim bait. but there are some fish, the bigger fish are out there and they're eating with the small fish. So, it's just kind of a trial and error, but a lot of plastics, a 3/8 ounce weight, and a good plastic. I was throwing a speed worm again, which has kind of seemed to be a producer so far. But I'm telling you, it's a great time. The frog bite is really, I think, probably a month away, but it's coming hard. I had a friend out there that was busting them yesterday. The flipping bite's really picking up well. So yeah, this is gonna be a big tournament coming up, guys.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of boats on the water, but yeah, no, there's the good time this year is that you can use any American Baitworks product. Is it an early bite? Or are you finding it later in the day?
I tell you, I've struggled early. We've been going out at daylight. You can get a few topwater bites here and there, but just a lot of small fish. It seemed like most of our fish, really, our big fish, came from the noon hour up to the end of the tournament hour, 3 o'clock. But we caught a lot of fish in between, but had to do a lot of moving too.
Tom, as always, man, we appreciate it. Thanks for spending the time with us.
Hey, anytime, Dano. Good luck out there and tight lines, fellas.
Well, good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, September the 3rd, presented by Mercury. Time for us to talk Logan Martin and Lay Lake, where the Bassmaster Elite Series is going to be next year. But anyway, let's talk current fishing information with Josh Herron. Josh, what's happening down there on Logan Martin right now?
Dude, we got a lot of water coming over the next week. It is definitely going to speed some stuff up. We've had a very dry summer, and we are heading for a very moist start of fall. But man, it's going to be awesome, dude, because we need big weather systems to really kind of get some stuff shifted around and get some stuff moving. We've had a really stale, kind of stagnant summer. I mean, we've had a little water here and there, but generally big fronts bring big weather change. And when you walked outside this morning, you could really feel it. So you're going to start really chasing bait. That's going to be the key. These fish are really, really fixing to jump on bait. And it doesn't matter whether it's going to be main river bait and current, or a lot of this bait's going to blow out of this river into the mouth of these pockets with all this current. So it's going to be a chase bait, and then when you get tired of chasing bait, chase some more of it. And you're going to be able to run into some really good wolf packs of fish. It's going to be stuff like you're going to be able to start doing a lot of stuff like jerking. Spy bait thing's kind of cool if you can get the watercolor for it. Chatterbaits are going to come back into play for when they start rolling up in some of these shallower flat pockets. I mean, it's still going to be junk fishing, but it's not going to be boring junk fishing. So that's actually something really cool to look forward to with what we got coming.
So when that water flow starts through Logan Martin, is it going to also go through Lay Lake? Are you going to see more of the same there?
Yeah, it's going to be the same everywhere, man. Everything feeds from Rome, Georgia to us. So it doesn't matter what division or what part of the Coosa you're on. If they've got water ripping on one, it's ripping on all of them. So Lay's going to be the same thing. The only cool part about Lay is Lay has a lot more of what I'd call natural bluffs and bluff ends than Logan does. Logan's are relatively flat. It's like our only major floodplain on the Coosa. So Lay, you're going to be able to really start checking like the tail end of bluff walls, ambush points. Man, it's basically like a fat kid at the Golden Corral. He's looking for easy access points to jump in line. Doesn't necessarily want to wait on the pie. He wants to get in front of the 12 people to get the pie. So that's what you need to think about. It's easy access points where fish can duck out in current, feed, and then duck back in.
You heard it there first, folks. Time to go look for the dessert bar first and then get some meals. Josh, thanks for everything. We'll talk to you soon. Well, that'll do it for our Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, September the 3rd, presented by Mercury. Don't forget, come on down and see us at Bucks Island. We'll have details of our 2023 Fish Fest event soon. But until then, we're proud to help you, proud to have you be a part of Bucks Island, and grateful that you trust us with your boating and fishing needs. We will talk to you again next week. Thank you for being the best part of Bucks Island.